What's going on here? There we go. Alright. Alrighty. Let's continue our journey with Juan Valdez here. Through the Deadfire Acapello. What's going on here? It's gonna load. What's going on? Sorry folks, my game's just sort of glitching out here. There we go. Come on. There we go. Yeah, we got it. That was just weird, that's all. Oh, kitty. You want to play some pillars too? Alright. Convince the roustabouts to be on their way, and the tavern keeper agreed to let me stand in on a discount. Alright, so we got a place to rest now. What else do we have here? So that's an ongoing quest. We can still sail to Fort Deadlight. I think we have enough supplies now, we could do that. Yeah, let's do that. Man, this game looks so awesome.
We have
Just like the old Baldur's Gate. Let's get a little more cannon shot going. We get 30 more. And 20 supply. And maybe... Looks like we might need some water. Alright, we should be good. So the only bad thing about this game is the long load times. Even the old game was like that. Alright. Fort Deadlight, here we come. Grand old galleon sits just offshore, listing so hard to the side, its top deck stands nearly vertical. Its main mast must have been snapped clean in half, as if by the hand of an angry beast. Let's look through it and see what we can find. Hammer and chisel. Nice. 3 more hours. Flint and tinder. Nice. Ooh, another ship battle. Ooh, he's got a good ship. Wonder if we got more men. There's no way we're gonna take them head on and gun battles. Let's just fucking charge them. Let's just take it loss. Let's just do it. Try and take that ship. Your ship chews through the water, barreling down the back of the waves and surging up the face. Sea spray drenches the main deck. With a deafening crunch, the Defiant and the Whirlwind collide, sending shards of wood and enemy sailors flying. Ooh, 4 crew damage, damn. With a rousing cry, your crew throw grappling hooks and boarding planks across the gap between the two ships. They stream onto the decks on the ship's deck, weapons at the ready. The stunned enemy crew rally and meet your sailors with a resounding boom of gunfire and clang of steel on steel. Damn. I hope you get to keep the ship if you board it. Wait a little bit on that. I've never checked his spells. What does he have? shaken and confused. Blinding nearby enemies. Let's do that. Ooh, that's a small flame. A rogue, a fighter, and a warbler. Let's take out the rogue. What can you do? Distract all foes in area. Nice. Do I have any bombs? Yeah. You... Oh, damn, it took me out. Damn. Some fucking tough pirates. Looks like we're gonna have to reload. Oh, no, not Seraphim. Shit. Yeah, looks like we gotta reload. Fuck. Stand over there. Damn. I should do that instead. Damn. I don't think we can take out these pirates. No, I don't think we can. That sucks. Alright. Just have to get them another time, I guess. shit, it's already on our tail. Through the distant haze of the sea mist and rocky shadows, Fort Deadlight rises over the horizon. Approaching a pirate stronghold is a risky venture, even for the most skilled of mariners. Any ship not flying a Principi flag that's sighted in Deadlight shadows may be raided. A Biden's iron scrote cap, them guns, be even bigger than I remember. Seraphin looks up at the fortress from the deck and inhales through his teeth. I can be vouchsafing with the guards if you can be getting us to the dock without being blasted to bits thrice over. Otherwise, I'd be recommending the sneakiest approach you got. Well, let's just try and sneak in, I guess. Sunlight glints sharply on the many points of the choppy, undulating sea, like a shattered mirror spread out for miles. Drop anchor, you instruct your ship hands. Ready the skiff, we row for the shore at nightfall. Waves slap at the sides of your skiff, only sounds aside from the occasional grunt of exertion as you stealthily row to the island shore under the shroud of darkness. It took 4 hours. You stow the skiff in the shadow of the towering walls and creep forward in search of a way into the fort. Rising like a tidal wave above the ocean, a white stone wall stretches into the sky, halfway between the Deadlight's battlements and the rocky cove at its base. An arched window opens into the salty air. Jagged stones jut from the wall, often at irregular intervals. Half crumpled, they look sharp but sturdy and may be able to hold a person's weight. The window is high, but it is solid, carved right into the wall. With a strong enough toss, a grappling hook could grip onto the edge. You know what? Let's use one. Success. Coiled rope whips like a snake in the air as the hook cuts straight into the open window, clanking against the stone. Still, you yank the slack tight, it holds secure. So we lost the grappling hook. Well, let's climb up, see what's up there. You shimmy up the rope to open the window. Grappling hook bites deeper into the saltwater slick stone as you chamber over the window's ledge into a dark room. You stand dusting your hands off as you glance around. Some more spells. Fine leather armor. I don't think it'll be better than anyone's armor they already have. No. No. Alright. Hike. Damn. Let's explore this level before we start checking all these side tunnels. Shit.
Ahoy, Captain. I've got to come clean about something, and I'll be as good as I is not.
I certainly can't object to a cleaner seraphim.
As much as I hate bandwidth, the main reason I signed up with you were to get here, to get a chance to look for a man named Romano.
Zodi runs her tongue over her teeth. So he thinks he's hiding here.
I didn't see his ship, so probably not. But mayhaps we could keep a weather eye open for clues to his whereabouts.
Why didn't he tell me about him before? Seraphim's head falls as he scratches the scar on the side of his nose.
Apologies, Captain, for not being more forthcoming. Romano be like family to me, and I didn't know you from a bilge pump. Actually, I've known a bilge pump or two.
Loth hums approvingly. Got nothing to apologize for. Family is important. We'll find Romero together.
Thanks, Captain. Appreciate it, truly.
He beams, clasping a closed fist to his breast. So he leveled up. That's scrolls. That's the effects of things we don't use. Right. Phonics, we don't need that up. Wouldn't hurt to have her as an explosive expert as well. Need better defense for her. And she uses a one-handed sickle, so let's get some hits to crits. money.
Where there's a pick.
We can't unlock it. Salt. Oh wow, we got it. Fine stiletto. Alright, looks like more things to sell. Gunpowders. Chain mechanism attaches to the lock of this gate, so we can't open it from this side. Oh yeah. Nice. We have already. It's not a bad one. Definitely need better defense. Every time we down an enemy, he goes faster at action speed. Let's do that. Obsidian flank. We have courtyard, forge. Let's see what's in the middle. Nothing. Oh, who is that?
This area's closed to anyone who ain't one of Captain Benwick's personal crew, and you ought to get loose.
Says who?
Says who what?
Who says I'm not one of Bennerith's crew? The guard snorts loudly.
I happen to know each and every shipmate who's one of Brutal Ben's own, and you ain't him.
Who says Benowith gets to make those kind of calls? He narrows his eyes at you, looks you up and down.
Captain Aldi's does. Her fault, her rules. Benwick's her right hand on account of their restraints. She ain't here like that. He's in charge. And he says this area's for his crew alone.
Well, well, well. Seems we're at a stalemate. Wonder if we should just attack him. We could try and sneak around. No, let's back away, see if he lets us go.
Oh, I see. Because I've got my eye on you. But I'll also be showing you back so you don't get any ideas.
Ah, fuck.
Alarm's been going off like sea sirens and heat lately. Last thing I need's old Brutal Ben breathing down my neck.
Damn. So he kicked us out. Yeah. Now, what were we trying to get to? Information on the arrow. Ah, there we go. Let's make our way up. Who is this? Pirates. Too many up here. Alright. I guess we'll just have to take out that guard. Nice. Cannon shot. So the cell. Some gunpowder barrels here. Looks like you can walk through here. Guess not.
Hold it right there, lovesome. If you ain't want to bend my stone, you can't be that.
What Ben with doesn't know won't hurt him, but it'll get you killed.
Bloody fox piss, you mutinous lads get bolder and bolder, don't ya?
She cracks her gun at you.
Ben, you ought to settle you right down. Don't let him blow.
Ho ho ho. No, no. Don't let him blow it. Ah. Second too late. Damn it. We were so close. So close. Oh yeah, bud. At least we got the horn. Oh shit. Quite a few of you lads. Shoot that shit. Actually, the wounds right here. Oh, nice! You can just pick it up and move it now. Something tells me we might not be ready for this area. Come on, don't die. Yeah. Ho ho. Damn.
That wasn't half bad.
So we got the keep key. Alright. Five Piers, 5 Road. No. It's the same. He's already got better one. Damn. Still haven't found any better armor. Ooh. Into the fray. Oh. Into fire. And into fire in there as well.
Not exactly my area of expertise. I shall deal with this one.
I hear you. Time to separate the chaff.
Damn. Oh yeah. Some food for the crew. Lots of money. Lots of stuff to sell. There we go. I think that was it. Oh. More food for the crew. Alright. We're gonna have to go sell some stuff in town soon. It's getting too full there.
Do I hear a mouse scritching scritching?
Nice. Portly woman stares at your approach. She has down strings, her meat cleaver. She downswings her meat cleaver. She clearly catches her fingers. She nearly catches her fingers. Glowering, she more carefully resumes hacking at what looks to be slabs of ribs.
Who are you? And what are you doing here? Only Benwick's crew has access to my kitchens. Not that I care, really. Speak up so I can hear you.
Looking for Captain Ben Swift.
You won't find him in the kitchens ever. He's high and mighty, gold bricking in Captain Aldi's quarters now.
Captain Dale's
These
quarters.
stairs go back to the court. It's the tower adjacent to this one that leads to Aldi's quarters.
She rolls her neck on her shoulders. Alright, we know where to go now. Decisions. Reduce their armor rating. And leap to additional targets. Oh yeah, there we go. Start blinding the enemy. No, let's keep athletics up. It didn't help us too much against the bandits earlier. Do intimidation. Increase the amount of health generated. Yeah. Powerful attack that knocks enemies into the air before falling prone, leaving them disoriented. Damn. Acute inspiration. Initiative. Let's do mule kick. Send fools flying. And sleight of hand. Enhances the draining power of the Cypher's soul whip, generating focus more quickly. Cypher's soul whip bites deeper, granting a greater bonus to damage. I'd rather have it regenerate focus more quickly. Hmm. Forces an enemy's soul to leak energy, igniting the air around them, burning them over time. Damn. No. Generates a rebounding wave of psychic feedback between the cipher and an ally that causes crush damage to enemies caught in between. I think that would be pretty cool. Let's just see what else there is. Yeah, let's do that. Underground docks. Which way did she say again? Taking residence in the higher floors of the fort behind locked doors. So there's the court here. Outer stores. I don't think the forge would be the way to go. We'll try here. Seraphin frowns, scratching at his furred cheek. There's always a complication.
See you getting savvy to Andra's salty laws. I might have said things to Siri when I last dropped anchor into night. Just like the word savvy. But I can't say I rightly lived up to it. I ain't saying there's a problem, just a possible wrinkle in the old charts.
Loth gives you a pained look, so he puffs out a hurted breath. Pirate misleading someone to plunder their booty. Shocking.
You ain't sailing with bare poles,
Dare seems pleased. Thoughtful Zodi rubs a knuckle along the edge of her jaw.
all I'm saying is, you see her go for a pistol, you better step away from me.
Damn. To command. Let's do a quick save. This might be... No, this isn't that shit. Who's here? Merc? Benowith's guard? Oh shit, maybe this is it. Oh. Oh. Do that on that pirate. Damn. Oh. There's quite a few in there. We can't just charge in. save it up a little bit. Kick the rogue back. Alright. Back up. Take him out. Move you over there. Take out that rogue. Oh, damn. It's a crazy battle. Got a fine dagger, some fruit, clothing, money. Nothing too crazy. Ooh, more, eh? Oh no. Oh. Damn. Ooh. You book for a loft? Alright, let's see if we can get him any new spells. Oh, you can't buy them anymore, you can just switch books. Damn. So you can take a look at it through here then. Meteor, Spear, Shield, Thrust of Tiger Veils. Chapter 23. Pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same book.
How may I help?
Alright, I guess we'll just sell it. Man, I don't even see him. There he is. Ho ho. Dang. Another horn, some grog for the boys.
Leave it to me.
This Harpist cord is finely crafted, detailed and lavish, but the keys are well worn. Rig a bomb? Damn. Is that what we were supposed to do? The row of wooden keys links to an exposed set of strings. Tapping the keys triggers a small quill to strum each associated string. Harpist cord emits sad, twingy sound when you depress one of its keys. Huh. After glancing around to ensure no one is watching, you place a bomb inside the harpist cord and rig one of its strings to a detonator. The harpist cord emits a sad, twangy sound as you depress one of its keys. I guess that's for if you sneak in. And they play it when they're all gathered around. That's what I'm guessing. Damn. That chain looks pretty cool. Well, we got some experience.
Where there's a pig.
Another bomb, lockpick. Alright, looks like that's it here. That's the courtyard, and this is the command. Let's do it. Oh. Damn shifty rogues. Northern ramparts. Oh. Nice. Oh, cannon shot. We
Brass balls to be bouncing in here after the alarm's bled. Yeah, I can't place your face. Well, you wouldn't be the first I've pissed off and forgotten.
good old knockout on the side of your head ought to jog your memory.
For that to work, you'd have to be able to hit me. And I'm not likely to allow it.
He sneers a laugh, the sound low and jagged, muscles bouncing in his arms as he crosses them over his chest.
Ah, right. You're that sleuth captain who got caught in the storms. I take it you did a number on my crew. Figures. I
Looks like I'll have to remedy that now. What you hope to accomplish coming around here? You do realise we're standing in the most well-guarded spot in all of Deadline.
Made it this far without challenge.
Well, aren't you so very skilled and brave? I suppose I ought to begrudge you my respect now.
Cocks his head to the side.
Is that what you thought I'd say? You can fight me if you like, but you won't be leaving this fort alive.
So we can make him a deal. He's only got one other guy, but you never know. Plunge for his throat. Your unchecked behavior is a risk to the Principe's controlled prosperity.
You sound like Ferrante's parrot.
Let's try and make a deal with him. I don't really want to kill him.
Like me a good deal. The more in my favour, the better.
He grins shark-like.
Careful what you say next, or I'm likely to make you eat your entrails.
If anyone's gonna die choking on their innards, it's you. I'm here to teach you a lesson, but the price doesn't need to be paid in blood.
Aye, I've riches aplenty to buy your clemency with. What'll it be then?
Sing my praises to every crew who docks at Deadline.
Any pirates that sail through here will know of your strength and cunning. Mark my words. Glad we could come to an almost agreeable arrangement.
Sneering, he runs his tongue over his teeth. Who's this Captain Diaz I keep hearing about?
He's standing in her stronghold. She's the leader of us all. Us new bloods chafe for Ferrante's stifling rule. Our commander might be at sea for now, but she'll be back soon enough.
Why did you attack my ship?
I attack most anyone what comes across my path. You'll never know where treasure lies if you don't look.
Alright,
Spoken like a man after my own heart.
we'll leave him for now. We'll see what happens.
Chicks are hunting you at sea. And as for here, my crew will let you go about as you please.
Nice. Yeah. Alright. So, he's our friend for now. We'll see how long that lasts. How do we get out of here? So we have to go to Dunnage now. Alright. There we go. 9 palm stone. Huh, I'll have to look that up. 9 lager. 12 milk. Nice. How could they be hungry if we had lots of food? Just want to pull it up a little bit. What, you have to actually put the food up here? Holy fuck. It's a little overkill, guys. Holy fuck. Alright, good to know. Put an extra gun on here. Watcher of Deerwood colors, or obsidian. Anti-flags. The obsidian order, eh? Watcher of Deerwood. Alright, let's see what happens. Better sails. And a little fish. And 50 water. Alright. Navigator. Cannoneer. Leave them on that for now. Should be good. Steel creature. What's the name of that island again? Island of Dunnage. I can't seem to find that small island, so we'll just go to this other major island town. Ooh, it's pretty far away. Oh, what happened?
Ring of a bell comes to you on a cold wind.
Aw, shit.
The ring comes again and again, until soon the air is full with the sound of 1,000 bells ringing all at once. You feel a resonance in your core, a bell ringing in tune with all the others. Something in you bends, then breaks. You are borne away on the ringing tide, heal among the many.
Damn.
The tide of bells recedes. You lever yourself up onto your knees and realize you stand in Barrett's realm. You are alone. And then you're not.
No, no.
An indistinct figure stands before you, flickering between forms like a fire-cast shadow. A fixed, taunting grin. Bottomless black eyes. A yawning chasm in the earth. The aspects of Barrett, the usher and the pallid knight, shift in and out of focus. And at their back, 4 indistinct shades hover. You feel an eternity stretch out behind each of them, reaching back to places so distant and yet so near you cannot comprehend their size. The shifting image of Barrett settles on the aspect of the pallid knight.
Watch her.
She intones. Her voice is the discordant clangor of gongs struck out of time.
I tasked you to discover Aethys's intentions. Tell me what you have learned.
I can't follow Aethys around if you're gonna keep dragging my soul into the beyond whenever the whim takes you. Could say that, but we'll just tell her he's draining souls from veins of luminous Ardra.
The pallid knight knits her brows.
He does not seek to return to the beyond? Intriguing.
Her sickly pale skin pulls tight across the bones of her face, as if the shell of this aspect does not quite fit the impossible creature it contains. The figure nearest Barrett dissolves and reforms in the image of a thin-lipped ancient crone, whose face has felt the melting kiss of fire. The goddess Wodica strides forward.
Oh man.
Does Aethys frighten you, Barrett? He should. Margron subdued Aethys's influence once before, and yet he returned.
From out of Wodica's shadow shuffles a hunched, bald man you recognize as the goddess King. His skin is mapped with swollen lash scars, and breath whistles through the ragged hole in his face, where his nose once was.
Damn.
He does not speak, but stares up at Wodica, with naked loathing plain on his ruined face. Wodica steeples her long, knob-jointed fingers.
We must annihilate Aethys now, before he makes a rash decision we cannot easily annul.
She casts a sly look at the pallid knight from the corners of her eye.
The moon would do the job nicely.
Wodica says, and grins.
It's a tough one. Given her relationship with the moon, I doubt Andra would approve of that plan.
Wodica throws her head back and laughs. The sound is a dry, rasping bark.
Andra could do with a new act. Her current one has grown rather stiff.
What are the other gods?
They see to their own affairs. You will speak to them in time, should you have the need.
The pallid knight says. The figure beside the aspect of Barrett flows forward in a swirling cloud of ash. The ash falls to the tiles and reveals a molten-skinned woman leaning on a monstrous, wicked-edged broadsword. Magran's glowing lips curl in disdain.
We must find a solution to the problem of Aethys so that we can do nothing, nor destroy the world. I acted in haste during the Saints' War, not only to doing the same now. To move against him while his plans are unknown would be the height of foolishness. We must find wisdom in precaution.
Magran says.
What kind of precautions do you suggest?
Magran looks
business of yours what the gods decide.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Another of the silent figures steps forward, and the warm, golden light of a summer's afternoon spills across your face.
Let's all take a deep, calming breath. Perhaps cooler heads will prevail.
Behind Helios' words, you hear the soft coo of doves.
Aethys has been separated from us for too long. Isn't it possible he intends only to gather enough souls to reclaim his realm and build it? He should be welcome.
Look up then into avian eyes. Through them, you see clouds of starlings converge and divide.
I don't think he intends to betray them. I think he wants them to work together. So we clearly don't help each other too often unless it helps them.
Scan shuffles forward.
Yes. We should welcome Aethys' return to the fold. His gratitude we can leverage to cajole him into divulging his plot. Then, when he believes himself to be in our good graces, we do as Wetica suggests and crush him into the earth.
Damn.
Scan pauses, inspecting.
And here is the Watcher who wiped dear, desperate Alice's mind. You could have let my followers help her kill the man who tormented her. But you did not. Curious.
Scan licks the ragged edge of his lipless mouth and grins. Then turns to Helios.
I did not expect such a deliciously ruthless idea from you, Helia. I am impressed.
Yeah.
Helios' feathered crest stands on end.
You wretched little creature.
Attempting to end Aethys may only make things worse.
Your point is well made, little watcher. If so, Aethys has not been known to possess a vindictive nature. Indeed, he has occasionally been magnanimous to a fault.
Margaret says.
However, if you push him to the brink of youth, there is no telling what he may do. He is, as ever, unpredictable.
Something akin to fondness creeps into her voice.
I'm not gonna say anything.
The pallid night gestures for silence.
Aethys cannot be killed, but he may be subdued. Yet to do so will take immense power and time. Both stand in his favor.
Margaret grits her black glass teeth.
That is why we must ascertain his plans before.
She begins to pace. Her steps leave little trails of fire in her wake. Margaret stops and balls her hands into flames.
Even if we manage to destroy his current form, there is the possibility he could return if he has not already absorbed all of his children.
Wotica waves the gods to silence.
Aethys gathers strength. His strength is a threat to us.
Her voice takes on a sharp, almost panicked edge.
There is no sensible answer to the question of a resurgent Aethys other than decisive, final action.
There is no cause to act now.
Your opinion is unasked for, but noted. We will act when it is appropriate to do so, and not before.
The pallid knight steps away from the half circle of assembled gods. She pulls herself up to a great height. The words she speaks next come not from her mouth, but from all around you.
Follow him, Watcher.
The black of the pallid knight's irises expand until her eyes are as dark and cold as the void between the stars. She bends down and brings her ghostly face level with your own.
Damn.
Your debt to me remains unpaid.
This is bullshit. This is... Well, I am trying pretty hard. I'll do what I can.
She stares at you, unblinking, like a needle drawn to a magnet. You are pulled toward her one compulsory step at a time. Helpless to resist, you tumble into her impossible eyes. You fall wildly, endlessly, unable to find your bearings or slow your speed. And in the distance, above, no, behind you, comes an insistent ringing.
Man, my crew probably thinks I'm dead again.
You angle yourself toward it, searching for the sound. A small silver bell appears just inches from your fingertips. You reach for it, straining to still its interminable ringing. The moment you touch it, your soul slams into your body with all the force of a fall from the top. You blink open your eyes and find yourself on the floor of your ship's cabin, alone.
Damn.
Don't let anyone tell you you're too shrimpy to be a fighter. I was half your age when I started training. With every soul, my lantern's getting heavier and
What are your thoughts on any of this?
We talking during the Saints' War or after he died?
Tell me about him leading up and during the Saints' War.
I really only know what my folks taught me.
She scratches the back of her head, hesitant.
Aethys embodied Saint Wydrick, but during the war, he got blown to bits. That's the thing about human bodies. Eventually, they all gotta die. As the god of rebirth, of course, Aethys would be coming back. But where I differ from my family's view, and my high priestess's view, is that I've studied the apotheosis of Gone. And I know all about the backside, the downward swoop, the death part of the cycle of life. Abscission, rot, regrowth. What's gone can never be again. What comes back is changed. Always. Even if what comes back is a god.
We're both following.
Then you mean gone. Sure, maybe my god still answers to Aethys as well. Why not? But Aethys died, and death requires change. He ain't what he was. Not in exactly the same way. That's why I think his other aspect, his darkness in the light, is what's burning brighter in him now. No need to fiddle-foot around. I'm listening. Tell me what's on your mind. They're there in my head when I sleep. And sometimes I can taste them on the back of my tongue like a smear of grit. Happens when I take in a particularly volatile soul.
Don't worry, we'll figure something out.
Will we? Ought we? I just don't know.
Pinching the bridge of her nose with dirty fingers, Zodi sighs.
I trust you, Watcher. I swear I do. I worry sometimes about what's gonna happen to me. But it's not like I can turn my back on my duty to my god, even if it kills me.
Aloth flashes a quick, pleased glance. Alright, that's not talking to her.
My lord, what do you require?
What should I do next?
I suggest we proceed to Neketaka, my lord. It is the largest city in Deadfire, and we shall be better able to get our bearings there.
Alright. They don't say anything. Lord Seraphim.
Ahoy, Captain. What can I do you for?
I'd like to ask you about the Principe.
Ask away, Captain.
How do they operate?
Raiding seafaring vessels mostly. Seasoned ships, cargo. Ships themselves if they be worth anything. If there be passengers of high berth, we'd be taking them for ransom too. Ain't squeamish about a slave. We'll be avoiding it when we can. Get yourself known for kill. They get more likely to fight you when you come for the gold. Ask away, Captain.
Seems to enjoy being it.
That I do, Cap.
His scarred lip splits into a broad smile, revealing crooked teeth. Wonder if we could enlist.
Enlist, Cap. We ain't the flog-stroking Rowatai Navy.
He chuckles low and warm.
Twixt the seaworthy vessel, passable crew. You've managed yourself the hardest part already. Now you just need to be setting yourself to piracy. After you be talking it over with the Consuelo.
So we could become real pirates.
We ain't exactly a bunch known for housing hard-ons for hard rules. Ask away, Cap.
That's all I wanted to know.
Aye, aye, Cap.
He's asking about Romero.
Ain't much there to be told, Cap.
As captain, I need to know what we're getting my people into.
You ain't wrong on that.
Rubs the back of his head.
I were a wee swabby, fresh to the sea. Were Romaro that showed me the ropes and rigging. More than that, he kept his weather eye open for me.
He plucks at the fur at his elbow.
The sea be a right poxy ore on occasion. Like aboard the Sorcerer, that and more. Malnash, our ship hunter. She were all wet and bothered for doing me harm. And Romaro. He protected me. Mentored me too. Learned me letters and navigation. Handed down the Principe traditions. In time, we became close as kin or closer. And the Sorcerer, my family.
Speaks as if they're brothers almost. Alright. Why did this Melange want to hurt you?
Well, only knows, Cap. She treated me like my mere presence gave offense.
We'll find him.
Thanks, Cap. I'll be holding you to it.
Alright. Important missive. Find myself in need of someone with your particular brand of talents. As our last business transaction went so grandly, I appreciate the opportunity to hire you again. If you are interested, please convey with me in Dunwich to our fortunate proceedings, Captain Ferrante. Alright. Let's keep it. Quick save. Let's do the Howling Gorge. desert wind carries a sibilant susurrus to your ears from the canyon ahead, punctuated by cracks and pops, it reminding you of eggs on a hot pan or a fire in a dry brush. The low growl that accompanies it, however, raises the hair on the back of your neck. Let's see if there's anyone else here. Seraphine's eyes slide closed, and breathing slows. You soon feel the faint tingle of the Cypher's abilities probing the edge of your own soul before turning outwards. ICAP got twixt 3 and 5 mines ahead. One of them be a right goddamn big and twice as hungry. So we got what? 8? Is that 8 guys? I think. Let's listen. The sound resolves into rhythmic chittering, slowly and cylindrically rising and falling. It sounds like a chorus of voices in human voices. Let's go. Carefully enter the desert canyon, keeping to the shade cast by the tall standing stones. Ahead of you, a group of Zaraks chant, hopping back and forth on skinny legs, shaking their spears. Nested between them rises the black, leathery form of a drake. The creature's wings rise above it as it tears at the corpse of a boar at its feet. A drake, level 5. It's pretty risky. Let's do it. Let's draw our weapons and attack. Saraps raise their weapons as the drake takes wing behind them. Oh man. Take the priest out first. There. Do a blind while they're frozen. He's doing that on the priest. Is the priest already dead? Oh, he is. Oh no. Almost. It's one of those cone effects. Alright. Closer. Oops. him firing on that shaman. He's frozen shit. Shit. Let's back him out. Gotta distract some of these guys. We're getting overwhelmed. We really need to take out that priest. Fuck him up, yes. There we go. Oh shit. One more blinding. That's it. Fire on him. Take out that priest. Fuck. Oh, he's got 14 seconds left. Alright. Quick heal. Shit. One last attack. Everyone's got to kill that priest. There we go. Now they're dead. Kill him. Oh shit. So close. Whoa. Damn. No? Switch to your crossbow.
Leave it to me.
Damn. It was the board he was eating. Nothing else here? It's weird. Yeah, nothing else here. Alright.
You must gather.
There's the ruined tower. Cavern. Huh. This is the correct island, isn't it? No, it's not. Alright. Oh no. It's a big ship. Hmm. Oh, we're going the wrong way. Alright. There's a merchant ship, we can sell stuff. Alright. Oh man, it's awesome. How's it going, man? Nice. Look at that, we almost made 3 grand. It's pretty good. Let's get some more ale, grog. Oh, I'm great, man. Thank you for asking. Nice. Ah, there it is. Damn. That is a big city. Oh yeah. Big improvements, man, compared to the first game. Really enjoying it so far. The ship naval is gonna be a little hard to get used to, but it'll be good times. Be good times. Oh. We made it. Oh, it's gonna be a very long game. they're adding huge expansions to it, so the base game's probably going to be like 80 to 100 hours again. As you walk down the dock, your approach is noted by a cadre of heavily armed Amuna. Their leader briskly leads them to intercept you. The harbor master looms over you, not deigning to stoop or lower or gaze at to your level.
You're far from home, farmer. How did you make it all this way in your little boat?
The Amuna cranes her thick neck to look along the hull of your ship. Her expression conveys equal proportions of incredulity and pity.
Why do we gotta be farmers just because we're from Deerwood?
Are you a farmer?
Yeah, but you can't just assume. We got rabble-rousers too.
As their attention returns to you, the Amuna's mood becomes more formal.
I'm the harbor master. How? I must ask your reason for docking in Nekataka.
Who's this first one? So I could bluff, do that. Damn. Bareth has tasked me with finding Aethys. He's walking across the dead fire looking for luminous Ardra. The harbor master and the woman and men with her look to each other in shock and amusement.
Is that so? Well, Andra told me to protect the harbor, and Wodika herself signed the order. They would have had Galloway do it, but he was sick this morning.
The assembled guards roar with laughter, clap the harbor master on the back for their joke. Deep within you, you feel an uncomfortable rolling. You can't be certain if the sensation is physical or spiritual, but it immediately induces nausea and fills your ears with the sound of blood rushing through your head. Cutting through the din, you hear a faint woman's voice speak. Each word comes slowly, falling with what sounds like the chiming of a small bell.
Show them. Show them what you are.
Concentrate on filling the edge of the in-between. You close your eyes and turn your mind inward, blocking out the sounds of the harbor and the menacing pack of guards. Soon all you can hear is the rushing of blood in your head and a muffled chime ringing somewhere far away.
Yes. Yes. That's it.
What's the matter with you? What are you doing? You're trying to scare us with some cipher mischief. Save the purple flames for the tribes of the Outer Islands.
The roar in your head begins to abate. The ringing of the chime becomes clearer, rhythmic, two successive pedals, followed by a brief respite. You realize the chime is ringing in tandem with your heartbeat. You open your eyes. The harbor master is gesturing wildly, presumably to get your attention, and yelling in your face, but you hear no words, only the ringing of the chime as your heart rate slows and slows and slows and slows.
Now.
What is this?
Oh shit. Oh damn. I guess that's all the people we saved so far.
I think I got a ghost up my nose there. That's better.
Jeez.
And now Port Marche is behind us. I thought this would be a relief.
Oh, now we can talk to him, but why he was there.
Thank you again,
It gives you a grateful smile that fades almost as quickly as it appears.
I didn't enjoy deceiving them, but it seemed simpler than the alternative.
Seraphin's eyes close as he nods. Irked, Zodi runs her tongue through her teeth. Simpler than explaining your involvement with the Laden Key? Absolutely.
I hoped you'd understand.
He nods. Seraphin strokes his braided beard. Beneath the quiet smirk, Zodi flicks her sickle back and forth, agitated.
Believe me, I take no pleasure in publicity.
What exactly were you doing out here?
At your suggestion, I took up Theos's mantle after we parted company.
Deer heaves a sigh.
I wanted to use the leaden key to improve the lives of Kith. So for 5 years I've been tracking down leaden key circles, searching for the places where they operate in secret.
He knits his brows. Seraphin strokes his braided beard beneath a quiet smirk. Sophie lifts her chin in interest.
Hoping they can be reformed.
Just to make sure they can never again commit an atrocity like the Wyadin's legacy. He gives you a wan smile.
The task has been more difficult than I anticipated.
Let's listen to him.
I don't think I fully understood the weight of the decisions I would have to make, or the burden of living with them. It was much easier when I only had to follow someone else's lead. My father's, Theos's, yours.
He glances at you out of the corner of his eye. Easy. Sure, I led you right into the prison of the gods.
What matters is that you got us out again.
He laces his fingers together, a familiar look of anxiety working its way over his face.
After we defeated Theos, I thought the hard part of changing the leaden key would be tracking down its members and operations.
What?
Perhaps this would be easier with an example. I went to a village in Old Avalia, a run-down backwater of a place. Centuries ago, the leaden key had intervened to end some heretical cult. The details were lost, but what had endured was a practice of ritual bloodletting, a gruesome, pointless tradition. You got an eye for charming little towns, I'll say that much. Every full moon, the villagers would feed the soil with their blood. No one, young or old, sick or hale, was exempt.
Damn. They must have had some purpose in mind.
Yes, but the specifics depended on whom you asked.
Udir seems pleased.
Some thought it would ward off Scan, bring Berth's favor on the village, or Gon's blessing to their crops.
He shrugs.
I thought new leadership might guide them away from this practice. So I adjusted some of the deeds pertaining to the ownership of their land.
He gives you a sly look. Hands on his hips, Seraphin grins. Zodi runs her tongue over her teeth. She does that a lot.
Contessa, a rather prosperous one, had a claim on the village and the fertile fields around it.
Clever.
I thought so. First. The Contessa annexed the village, as I planned. But she did nothing about the bloodletting ritual. And while it continued, she taxed the villagers to pay for the plantation she was building, and conscripted half of them to defend it.
He worked the edge of his sash into a tight knot, clenches it between the pale, rigid fingers. You couldn't have known that would happen. This isn't your fault.
I had to do something, didn't I?
Turns to you with wide, anguished eyes. He pauses again, and twisting the sash at his lap.
I keep wondering what I might have done differently, or how I could have known better.
Learning from mistakes like this is a good start.
I suppose so. Thank you. It's a relief to share this burden. You've given me a lot to think about.
We'll talk more later then. Oh, wait, yeah, I forgot. He didn't tell us about the animancers.
Ah, that.
He massages his temples.
I'm looking for an old leaden key sect. I found several references, but
He breaks off, shaking his head.
I want to be sure. Please, let me go over my notes again. Then I promise I'll tell you everything.
What do we need? Insight. Alright, good to know. We'll talk more later then.
Ahoy, Captain. If I could bend your ear a moment, I'll be aiming to thank you for bringing me aboard.
A furried hand at his belly, and one heel out, he bows deeply, drooping ear almost touching the ground.
You run a tight shop. You ain't no terrible person, either. It'd be a welcome change for the gentleman of leisure.
Tell me more about the Gentleman of Leisure.
The gentleman is only the finest ship among the Principe, and Captain Ferrante, our most respected shipmaster. It were 2 honors and a half to be chosen to join his crew.
I detect a button there.
Aye, you ain't wrong. Joining the gentleman meant leaving the sorcerer, leaving the only family I've ever known.
Why were you willing to leave crew to join me?
Don't sell yourself a Surole short, Cap, nor me neither. I know an opportunity when I bought it.
He chuckles.
I'd seen what there were to be seen upon the gentleman. Methinks a watcher after a dead god will thrust me into an whole new set of eye openings.
Zodi nimbles on her lips to hide a spreading smile.
Believe you me, I do appreciate myself a good thrust.
He grins. The faint trace of a smile forms on Adair's lips. Zodi nibbles on her lips to hide a spreading smile. Loth sighs through his nose. Pride. You're welcome.
This trinket be from one of the first ships I hunted. Malnage would have snatched it had I not found the perfect hiding spot.
I don't really want to ask him where he hid it. Let's just get it.
You'd be entirely welcome. Now, if you'll pardon me, I've roundabout reached my limit for sentiment.
Seraphin salutes, grinning broadly, and turns away. We got a Cypher's Shackle. Huh, what is that? It's a note. Cypher's Shackle. Oh, there it is. 1 to Constitution. Resistance to Dexterity afflictions. Let's give it to... No, he's got something. Let's give it to you then. The gift he gave us, we're gonna make him wear it.
I'll take care of it.
Need a fresh jacket or pants? Something more delicate? If you have a frame, I can fit cloth to it without fuss.
Taylor eyeballs your shoulder width, doing some mental calculation. Let's see what you have.
Take your time. I'll give you space to browse.
Looks like it's just stuff for town. We don't really need that. Might take this cloak though. Let's see what else can we sell. We'll just buy it then. And we'll give it to... You don't. Extra defense, there we go. Ooh, there's the company headquarters.
He has a Nui at the palace, blaming the Valiants for attacking one of their boats. Well, did they? Of course not. But the Queen must calm them down before they go to war over it.
Merla, how is every ship hunter taken?
No sooner do you approach the Valayan woman than she squints and turns up her nose, regarding you with thinly veiled distaste.
I only deal with serious clients. Now shoot.
She makes a sweeping gesture with both hands. I am a serious client.
A serious brute. I can see this from here. Madiko. But it is impossible to find skilled work when every competent freelancer wastes their shore leave in the wild mare.
She grimaces toward the east.
When blood travels south of their brains, the value of a good bounty is forgotten.
You give out bounties? I could take some off your hands.
You, a nameless face of the streets?
She thumbs her chin and gives you a thorough looking over.
I do not make a habit of shepherding new talent, but there is a seed of potential.
She sighs to herself and peers over your shoulder before giving up and addressing you directly.
We will cut your teeth on Biakara, a Huana sailor and would-be patriot who plagues company ships.
Alright, let's do it.
Gelarte. Biakara sails her voyager's scale of Tangaloa off of Kasongo's northeastern coast.
Ania studies you once more before shrugging and seeing you off of the wave. Before I go, I had some questions.
Questions? Ask your questions, Aimiko.
Why aren't more sailors accepting work?
But I blame Luminous Adra.
She folds her arms and exhales sharply through her nose.
Our privateers are busy escorting shipments out of the Deadfire. Everyone is rich. No one is hungry. Where are the Casitas willing to sink their enemies for a bag of fires, huh? Drunk on success.
She waves her dispersely toward the east. Alright. Looks like we're gonna pick up all the bounties then. Just wanna see if they have something where I can upgrade the ship a little. It's the fashion, Orium, the mill, some estate, arms and armor, fish, shipwright, there we go. Let's see if we can upgrade the ship a little.
Be with you in just a
Sun-scarred dwarf gingerly picks at a splinter in his thumb, muttering.
Glad to see a client eye to eye for a change.
He gives up with a frustrated grunt, shaking his hand.
Came in on the sloop? I can hammer your ship together if you're apt to pay me for it.
Samar bares his teeth and grinds them hard enough to sound over the noise of the dock. Sounds like he's having trouble.
Captain Redora hasn't paid me for her commissioned fireman.
Samar pulls at the end of his beard and winces.
While I'm up to my nose in debt, the wild mare gobbles up her coin. And now, pirates are holding my feet to the fire over some sham of a deal.
Samar winces and tugs harder on his beard in self-administered punishment.
If I don't get Redora's payment, I might as well start carving my sword.
If it gets me a discount on your labor, I can hunt down Redora.
You do that? A fair price goes without saying.
Samar untangles his hands from his beard to link his thumb and forefinger with a wink.
It all comes down to blasted pans and pyres in the end, doesn't it?
Samar spits toward the dock pilings and glances back at the work still to be done. Let's see what he sells.
Come take a look.
Oh. 50 grand for a galleon. Alright. Why is junk more? So, 9 crew, 80 health, hull, 60 sail, 820. So that one was better. Alright. And upgrades are going to be expensive. Ooh. New cannon. We have enough to get 2. Let's just do it. Got enough supply and everything. A little low on the medicine. Let's do 60. Looks like that's all we can sell. Alright. Dora. The Wild Mare. Alright. Who is that? A young woman lingers near the stage with a mug of ale clenched tight in her hands, though she knows no interest in the dancers. The bags beneath her eyes speak to many long nights spent drinking in the tavern. She looks lazily to the room until her gaze alights on you with interest.
Have you seen an old elf hanging around here lately? Dresses funny, probably drunker than an eel in a barrel of mead.
Why do you care?
That old goose punter owes me a fair bit of coin.
She takes a deep drink from her mug and concludes it with a tremendous belch. Might be able to help with that. Her mouth hangs open. She blinks rapidly, astonished.
Listen, the guy I'm looking for owes me a lot of money. 5,000 coppers. You help me find him, and I'll give you 20%.
20%, but I will be doing all the work. Let's do it.
I can't thank you enough. No one's been willing to so much as tell me the date until you came along. The man I'm looking for, Oswald, was especially fond of one of the courtesans upstairs, Analis.
Analis, alright.
Maybe you can get more out of her than I can. She refuses to speak to me, the snippy little cur.
Alright.
Come find me after you've talked to her. I'll be here, with my beer.
Neelis. There she is. A young woman reclines on the cushions, a hookah hose held delicately in one hand. Eyes closed, she sings to herself. Her voice is soft and inviting. She doesn't move when she hears you approach, but slowly opens her eyes with a lazy smile.
Lay your head on my breast. I will read to you the work of my favorite poet,
Tell me about yourself.
It's futile to attempt to summarize the whole of a person in simple words. How to capture their dreams, the desires of another, their feel and taste. But I appreciate your curiosity nonetheless. I am an actor. Trained from childhood. Difficult for you to believe, I'm sure.
Teasing smile pulls at the corner of her lips. Her voice is wistful, almost melancholic.
My troupe are my family, and we traveled the whole of the Adir Empire, performing the classic literatures to cheering audiences.
Too bad you don't do something more productive with your time.
The people need art, as surely as they need hearty food and bright sunshine.
Aeneas clucks her tongue disapprovingly.
Evidently, I was mistaken in believing a brute like you might understand. Have you come to hear some verse?
No. What's your problem with Khan?
Oh, her. Yes, she is persistent, isn't she? She barged in and began asking me all sorts of inappropriate questions about my customers. She grew incensed when I asked her to leave. She's no longer welcome in my room.
Neelis wrings her hands and looks away. Gaze settles on her armoire in the corner.
I do hope she's not a friend of yours. Her manners are atrocious.
I guess we have to...
100 copper pounds.
Damn.
Fee to experience the sublime Deer's greatest poets. Come, lay
No.
rest. I will read to you the work of my favorite.
I guess we'll just outright ask her. I'm not paying 100 copper.
I'm sure I don't know who you're talking about. Now please leave.
She gestures toward her door and makes a shooing motion. We could lie about it. Oswald's run up a debt to the wrong folks. I can help him, but I need to know where he's gone.
That explains quite a lot.
Nice. She chews on a knuckle, brow furrowed, deciding whether to trust you. Then she sighs heavily and gives you a sheepish smile.
Oswald has visited oft of late. He's a sentimental old man, and he longs for the words of our homeland, Adir. I would often read the old epics to him in their original Eldadiran.
Her eyes gain a distant, unfocused look, and a wistful smile spreads across her face.
He's grown paranoid recently, however, always muttering about the shadows following him and other such nonsense. It was quite unnerving, frankly. He came to me in a panic a few days ago and shoved his journal into my hands. He told me he'd be back for it, but I've not seen hide nor hair of him since. I wonder, perhaps his journal would help me find him. Here, take this key. You'll find the journal in my armoire.
Oh, nice. Let's take a quick read of that journal. This afternoon I walked the streets of Hakata and felt an unusual spring in my step. I cannot be sure if it is the fine weather or the archipelago, or my great distance from the deerwood and the blasted goose and fox inn that has gifted me the buoyancy of spirit, but I am grateful nonetheless. I have seen no sign of the girl Helena be praised. God's willing, I have slipped her net at last. The shadows are strange here, something to move on their own accord. As I passed from Queensburg to Pareki's Overlook this morning, I could have sworn I saw one of them. Saw one turn to face me, then another. I fled the area as quickly as I could, and as far as I can tell, I was not followed. I had many enemies, as any man of a roguish, adventurous mind would, though none have cause to search for me here. I know these shadows must be but a trick of the mind, but I am still uneasy. The next entry is written in a shaky, wild hand, clearly penned in great haste. As I put me down to bed this evening, I heard a faint whispering beneath my window. I always leave it open to better catch the breeze, and thanks be to Hylia for it, or I might have been none the wiser. However, when I went to investigate, no one was there, and yet I know, I heard voices. I may be old, perhaps even paranoid, but I am not crazy. I must leave this place with all haste. Gods protect me in my flight. On the next and final page of the journal, the symbol of Vodka, a broken crown, scrawled in deep red ink. Huh. So the laden key has something to do with this again. That's not good. Here's his journal. Khan flips through Oswald's journal and stops and looks up at you, eyes wide. Someone has hastily scrawled the broken symbol of Vodka across the last page. Khan mutters to herself. She traces the symbol with her finger and frowns.
Oh, Oswald, you've really stepped in it now, haven't you? Getting mixed up with Woodikins? You damned old fool.
She shakes her head sadly and closes the journal with a snap.
Where could they have taken him?
She chews her lower lip with uneven teeth and mutters to herself. Dexterity, survival. You must have sailed through half of the Deadfire to get to Nekataka. Anything catch your eye?
Not really. To be honest, I spent most of the trip out from Defiance Bay, bent over the bulwark, giving Andra a taste of my innards. Man, if only I could find that captain who gave us passage to the Deadfire. Bet he'd know. Wait a tick.
She blinks, remembering.
When our ship neared Nekataka, the bosun told me about a weird temple on an island in the Karatapu Channel, southwest of the city. He wouldn't tell me what it was for, though. Got real spooked when I asked.
Seems a good place to start as any.
Go take a look then and let me know what you find.
She marks the location on your map with a flourish.
With any luck, you'll catch the old goat there in one piece, and we'll both leave here with some weight in our purse.
Fuck.
Too much salt in the air.
You ever thought about changing the color of your fur? Markberries will stain your skin for weeks.
Think I was born blue, eh? Think being this pretty come natural.
Dang, Seraphim. I never knew you were so fancy.
But mayhaps I'll be giving them Merkberries a go. Ain't never been
Maroon. Alright.
We can summon the guards if you want to be difficult, amigo. Kindly leave.
If Luca doesn't see reason, the Dwarf will lose their lands. For their sake, I must...
That's enough out of you. Good day.
The young Huna wears a disconcerted frown. He meets your approach with the flicker of a welcoming smile, but it dies down quickly.
Please, I must ask a favor.
He shies back from making eye contact, keeping his head lowered.
What say? Do you have business with the Valiant Trading Company?
What seems to be the problem?
My people of the Dwarf. We signed a contract with the company.
Tuweu looks toward the headquarters with despondent frown.
We were not understanding the terms at the time. I wish to, let's say, renegotiate. But the clerks turned me away.
Tell me more about this contract.
My father, the Ranga, took payment from the company. In exchange, they dig for Andre.
He speaks with more confidence, as if these words were rehearsed several times over.
He did not understand the Valiant way. When he dies, the Outlanders will claim our island for themselves. Father has fallen ill, and the clerk, Luca, stands by the agreement as surely as if it was stamped in his skin.
Guessing the company didn't like someone challenging their unfair deal.
When the Valian clerk learned I was from the Duape, he became very anxious. I made my appeals to Luca, but my words were as stones dropped down the deepest well. While I am barred from the company office, I can do nothing for my people.
So Wayu worries one of the many tassels adorning his garb. I don't know. I don't want to make any promises. I don't know if we can really help this guy. So, I'll look into it, but I won't make no promises.
Akira, my thanks. I will remain here by day until justice is done.
The worst of his concerns are quickly overshadowed by a broad smile. Alright. This must be the office over here. Nope. Is there anyone in here? Oops.
I shall be discreet.
There's the clerk. Oh. Headquarters. Looks like a bathroom. It's the same floor? What the fuck? Oh no.
Just a moment.
The dwarven woman at the desk does not yet look up. She taps at her chin until the quill in her hand. A look of furious concentration on her face. After a few moments, she scrawls something down in the ledger in front of her. She glances up at you, distracted, and looks up again, blinking owlishly.
You're no clerk. Sientere, Watcher. I was preoccupied. Do not take it personally. They put me in this side office for a reason. Olaska Saraso, advisor. And you are the Watcher that frightens the harbor. Did you get turned around? I can't imagine what you'd want from me.
Saraso leans sideways to look past you at the door leading into the hallway. How fares the company?
I will not lie. Our fortunes dwindle. I must ask the director for some clarity on these figures. I cannot imagine why they are so low. What can I you today, Watcher?
Can I ask you some questions?
Put plainly, I am an advisor to the director. I keep the books in order and offer advice on the operations of the fleet. Profits, losses, all here.
Rather than pointing at a ledger, she raises her hand to tap the side of her head.
I have a better head for numbers than for small talk, I'm afraid. It is personal. It is nice to be asked, I suppose. I hardly ever get anyone in here unless they need help with their sums.
I don't see why. You probably have the most important job here.
That is true, but hardly anyone says so.
Strasso smiles an earnest, amused smile that brightens her eyes and puts color in her cheeks.
I have been lucky to reach this position. I enjoy the work, and it is clear that I am needed. Being useful. It is a good feeling.
Who's in charge here?
I only handle the numbers, sir. If you are looking for work, you should speak with Governor Alvari. Her office is downstairs, towards the back.
Alright. So that's the director. We want to talk to the governor, I think. So, go downstairs. Alright. There it is. The guard holds up a hand, appraising you in a few sweeping glances. I've just come from Port Mage. Governor Claro suggested I might find work here.
You're in luck. The governor is between meetings. Go on in.
Nice. Standing next to her desk, lost in thought, Governor Alvari looks up at your approach. Her expression of intent focused thoughts instantly and greets you with a startling sunny smile.
An interesting surprise. The Watcher of Katnoa, no? I am told that is your ship in the harbor. Ecosi, I mean nothing by it. All newcomers are of great interest here. I am Nueva Alvari, Governor in Residence of the Valiant Trading Company here in Nekataka. What brings you to my door?
We're looking for work.
Generous of him. I am a little surprised he gave you up, to be honest. His operations on Port Mage must be going more smoothly than reported. How much do you know about the luminous Adra trade?
Enough.
Every viable deposit is of interest to us. Cartographers, surveyors, at any moment we have a dozen expeditions underway. Some weeks ago, we received word of a large quantity of luminous Adra on a distant island. Pukukahara. It is not charted on any of our maps. However, Pukukahara is said to neighbor the island of Tikawara, and we've already made contact with the natives there. We dispatched an expedition to Tikawara with instructions to locate the Adra site and determine its value. Our people have neither returned nor sent any word on their progress.
Alvari spreads her hands in a gesture of helplessness.
We are too long delayed, and someone must finish the job. A watcher can determine if there is essence in the Adra, if it is worth the trouble and investment to remove it. Information for which we are willing to pay.
What if the Ardra is worthless?
Then it is worthless, and we save ourselves wasted effort. Either way, you will have fulfilled your end of the bargain. Here, I will mark Tikawara on your map. This will be of some use to you, I think. It entitles you to act as a commissioned agent of the Valiant Trading Company. Present it and you will be recognized as such.
She passes the document into your hand. We got a writ of commission.
Until then, I believe we're finished. Return here once you have word of our agents and our prize. Oh, and take care upon the open sea. There are greater hazards in these waters than a few pirates.
It's disconcerting, but alright. Yeah, let's ask about that guy outside.
Welcome back. Is there something at least? Go ahead.
Must be upstairs.
Anything else? An interesting Director Castor concerns himself with the business of the Valiant Trading Companies. He must coordinate our operations across the entire region. I am afraid you must deal with me for the time being. You seek work? Information? These are things I can help you with.
No. We gotta do a couple jobs and then we'll probably be able to talk to the guy upstairs.
I miss her impressions. Oh, if she could do this one of you, which she did over and over. It was real good though. You do all your twitching and squeaky voice when you got nervous.
Oh dear. Did we take care of that guy yet? I forget. No. No, we didn't track Captain Radoa down yet. Let's do that before we leave this area.
Welcome to the Wild Mare, friend.
Jovial man at the bar grins and motions you closer. His arms are corded with thick muscle and crosshatched with scars.
Now, what can I do for you?
I wanted to ask him about patrons, but I guess he can't. Alright, we'll just look around for him. Probably gonna be upstairs. Yeah. Damn. Weird.
Where there's a pick, it's finished.
Nice. Where's this captain now? Supposed to be in here.
Now, what can I do for you? See anything you like?
Sleep here for free, or we could get +1 cast with level 1. +1 all skills. Damn. Let's just see what he has for sale real quick. Let's get these two. All right. Quick rest.
My one solace from the tedious bureaucracy.
Ado, my friend. I knew our paths would cross eventually.
Valayan shouts over the din of the wild mare to get your attention, turning a great many heads to study your exchange. Takes a hearty swig of his tankard. Do I know you?
Not yet, but I know that we will be fast friends. Tell me, you are the one who sails that fine ship, Huck? Terrorize the docks with spirits, Huck?
Leaning in close, he slips from the tankard and loudly sucks moisture from his upper lip. Please step away. The sound of your drinking in my ear is repulsive. He blinks and steps back.
I am Abaku, and I am positioned to
He clumsily unfolds a sheet of parchment. The tankard slips from his grasp and spills ale down the front of his trousers. He gawks down at himself in horror.
1,000 times I practiced my speech. Never did it taste better.
Let's give him an ale.
Agressiva. Do you know what my problem is, amigo?
He accepts the tankard and drinks deeply.
I am supposed to be in the business of giving bounties, but I know no one who hunts them.
He stamps his feet, kicking up a spray of spilled ale.
No one will unfurl their sail for my humble payments. But I must start from the bottom and work my way to the top,
What bounties do you have available?
You will take the job? You will take the job.
He grips you by the shoulders and smiles, tears springing from the corners of his eyes.
Agressiva. Something special for my first hunter, then.
He drains the tankard and tucks it under his arm to retrieve his sheaf of notes.
I will start you on Mary, the mad animancer. She tortures her victims with unspeakable treatments before casting what's left to Berath's wheel.
Damn.
My contacts saw her leaving Port Maji and heading west of Maji Island.
There's some questions.
Agressiva, you have but to ask. And I'm still scrounging together the coin for your next mission. When you have the head of our latest mark, I will be ready, Ak.
Huh. They don't even let you decline it, they just make you automatically accept it. It's kind of weird. Alright, farewell. There he is.
You say I cannot down the rest? Watch me, amigo.
A Valayan sailor raises her tankard and arches her back to invite a torrent of ale down her expectant mouth. Holding this pose with nothing to show for it, she taps the tankard's base and furrows her brow at its apparent emptiness. Her companion shakes his head and focuses his attention elsewhere.
Madico, it is no wonder I thirst.
She wipes at her mouth with the back of her hand. Her eyes widen and meet yours.
Adam, why do you stare?
You don't seem to be having as much fun as the rest of the clientele.
The fun ran dry with the cold.
She manages a wan smile.
When the dancers see more than an empty purse, I will be a content Randall.
She sighs up at the stage. Samara sent me to collect your debt.
Merla, and he hired muscle.
Redora takes a shaky step back.
Sientere, but you are too late to collect.
She holds out her palms and flinches at the blow that doesn't come.
A gang in the northern alley stole every coin. I cannot hire a crew, much less repay Zamar.
Redora slowly lowers her trembling hands. Samara is having some pirate trouble. Could this gang be connected?
If they wanted Zamar to thirst for coin, it is possible. Watsons would regret it when I turn my cannons to their mast.
Redora raises her empty mug as the bow is struck.
Those the cannons you be waiting for Zamar to cast you. Because I'll be seeing more holes in that plan than in any principally mask's future or none.
His green eyes pry at her from over crossed arms. You could just kill her. Outright kill her. Why don't you tell me what has happened?
Wizard lads blew me like a moth to the alley north of the wild mare.
Her eyes turn downcast.
The blow to the back of the head that followed.
She touches a spot behind her ear and hisses.
Then a wolf sat on my chest while a group of thugs went through my pockets.
A wolf?
Growled like a thunderstorm and drooled on my uniform.
Dora pats a stain on his shoulder.
I stumbled back here and traded all I had left for the comforts of the man.
Looks like we're gonna have to go take out that gang.
When you got their leader, tell them Rador has sent you.
She raises her mug and winks. You did fuck all, bud. I'm not gonna say that. Alright. Road east. Let's check out the Emporium. It's probably closed though. Emporium.
Oh, hello. Welcome to my shop. It's such a pleasure to see a new face.
Sansa bounces back on his heels, a wide grin plastered on his worn face.
How might I assist you?
What do you do here?
Oh, I am a cartographer. I make maps. I'm not half bad at it either. And may the gods forgive my immodesty for saying so. If you need a map of any settled region of the Deadfire, I am your man. And my commission rates are quite generous. It used to be I would take to the sea and do a bit of charting myself, but I haven't the time. Too many maps need making. A shame, too. There's a whole swath of the Deadfire I've yet to see.
Huh.
I'm quite keen to write a book, in fact. Oh, but I won't trouble you about that. Excuse my nattering on, won't you?
Do you sleep here?
Sometimes.
He touches a hand to his forehead and blushes scarlet. From his neck to the tip of his ears.
Married to the work, you know. I just get so engrossed in my maps. And next I know, it's morning. Sharing a bed with a few maps is a good sight better than sharing with Khaled, I'll tell you that. He always hogs the blankets.
Nice dog.
You think so? He is a magnificent beast, isn't he?
Sansa's face splits into a broad grin, bright enough to light the room. Deer nods in agreement. Yeah, Deer loves dogs.
He's been a bit low lately. Between you and me, I think he's heartsick for the sea.
Maybe we could take that dog off his hands.
Certainly, certainly. It would be my pleasure. Of course, it's mostly books and knickknacks. Maps I do on commission, you see.
Hey, kitty. How's it going? Kitty. The cat. Wow. We found a spyglass earlier in a shipwreck. I didn't know they were $5 grand. Damn. It's a good find then. Alright.
You told me a few years ago that I'd end up following you on another crazy errand. I'd have said you were out of your mind.
You gives you a dismissive gesture, a pipe of his pipe hand.
Not because I got anything against you, more that trouble seems to come looking for you wherever you go. Yet, here we are again, probably on our way to die. Well, you already did. Me.
Cocks his head to one side and smiles. I can go having all the fun myself.
Well, real nice of you to share. Someday I'll have to get you a gift. Wouldn't you know it, this time is shaping up to be crazier than the last one.
There's something accusatory behind Adair's eyes.
But I gotta say, I appreciate how you've handled things. Times like these, staying decent's not as easy as it sounds. Not that I don't got questions about your moral fiber, but you surprised me.
There's no point to any of this if I have to sacrifice my beliefs.
There's something to that. I like to think I'm the same way. Except I chose to believe in the goodness of a giant statue that kills everything it passes.
He scrapes his teeth over his lower lip.
Sometimes I have second thoughts about that. I've been meaning to ask though, how is it you never seem to lose your way through all this? What is it tells you you're on the right path?
I am truthful with myself and others. I find that things tend to work out.
Hard to argue with that. I might get some strange looks if I did.
Adair heaves a sigh that sounds as if he's been building it up for months. His smile is tight-lipped, wistful.
When I was a boy, things were simple. Aethys was more like a character we read about in church.
I could see that being an improvement.
Well, just about anything would be at this point. Most stories had helping folks. The world worked as it should.
He adopts the smile and gently pointed finger of a coaxing parent.
You pray to him. He might help you too.
He lets the finger drop and the smile fade.
There was no cost to it. No confusion about his will or followers taken into extremes. Following Aethys was right. No reason to question.
He pauses. It could be the light, but the creases around his eyes and mouth seem longer and deeper than your memory of them.
Do you think there's any way that following him could still be the right path? After all we've seen?
Oh man, it's a tough one. What's wrong, kitty? I think the world deserves better.
Is that something we can ask for? Seems like the gods might take that personal. Anyway, I didn't mean for this to get depressing. This is just a long way of saying I appreciate the way you've guided things. It makes me feel like I'm doing some good going with you.
He shakes his head with a look on his face like he just remembered a joke. Huh. Who would dare? Shipwrights Point. Northern alley of the Queen's Birth. There's a back alley over here. It's probably where it is.
Where is my postinago over brother? You there? Have you seen Laro Badato? Madico, where is that spoiled brat?
A woman in flying clothes clutches a ledger in both hands She searches for the faces of passers-by, settling on yours with an uncertain frown. Are you alright?
I'm trying to be the responsible one in the family, and it's a heavy burden. Laro is past due for a company meeting. Mother wants me to drag the elusive louse back by his ear.
She tucks the book under her arm.
Must be nice to be a layabout. Uncle Engbert would have tanned my hide.
Adair seems pleased.
I am angry and jealous in equal measure. You'd think this district was a maze, the way he manages to hide.
She glances over your shoulder and sighs, then looks back at you with sudden recognition.
The spirit magnet. Sientere, that I did not recognize you. If you desire to get in the graces of the Valiant Trading Company, we can help each other.
What sort of clout do you have with the trading company?
Mother's bank commands the wealth of the Deadfire campaign.
Nira absently pats the cover of her ledger.
Could I persuade you to watch out for Laro? I paid generously for your trouble.
Study her hands. Nira has been digging her nails into the ledger, leaving crescent moon-shaped impressions in the binding. She notices your interest and holds the book protectively close.
I'm concerned because Laro tends to feud with Osso, one of the local Valero rats.
You aren't exactly tearing up the district apart looking for him.
I only manage the family business.
She takes up her ledger with both hands, holding it like a shield.
Better to ask why Laro isn't sprinting back to look after his birthright.
What do you mean by Valera rats?
The Valeras, a brood of sea vermin playing at nobility.
She hefts her ledger as if to bring it down on a test.
We squabble and compete, but Laro, the Pastenago takes it too far.
If I happen across Laro, I'll let you know.
I'll be waiting at the estate in case he happens to return.
Nira thumbs over her shoulder.
Laro and his miscreant friends carouse at the tavern, the falls above the Outer Mill, and the southwestern bridge. If you see him, tell Laro to get his good-for-nothing ass back home.
Well, we do have this thing with chasing the rogue god to the ends of Aora, but I guess that's on the way.
Met, stranger. If you feel like investing in protection, I'd be willing to trade iron for copper.
Let's see.
Take your time.
Nothing to sell. Alright. Don't have enough. Alright.
So she asked him what he calls that trick, and he says, the Consuelo. You the one causing trouble in Cotter's neighborhood?
The wolf at the man's side raises her hackles and growls. He shushes and pats her behind the ears, all the while keeping his focus trained on you.
I thought Remaro's pup kept better company.
Kata glances at Seraphim.
Oh, friend? So you still be doing that whole referring to yourself by name thing? Would have thought it'd have cost you enough lies by now to be dropping that affectation. Carter has not missed the sound of your voice, Seraphim. Your smoke and mirror ghosts do not impress Kaletzia, and they do not scare Carter.
Line of drool drips down beneath the wolf's bared teeth.
Sorry, Valiant names all sound the same to me. Which one is the pretty wolf?
You'll know soon enough.
Coda bares his teeth too at the dare. Pull spirits from the in-between. Smoke and mirrors? I think not. Coda's eyes snap open the instant that he grows aware of the many forms thronging you. The moment passes as you dispel them from view.
Cotta does not doubt his eyes. What do you want?
Tugs on his wolf's scruff and drags her back to his side. Someone robbed Captain Redora. Do you know anything? You have anything to do with that?
Depends. You seeking Vengiata for that house?
Signaling to his mates, Kata tightens his grip on his wolf's scruff. She owed money to Zamar. Money I need back.
Cotta heard a newcomer was talking with Zamar.
Spree hand moves towards the weapon slung on his belt.
Wrong play, Cotta. Let's be keeping this a friendly fucking chat. Lest the captain be calling our names.
His flurried hands rest near his own weapons.
Look, Selezia. Your supper comes with blue fur.
He nudges the wolf, eliciting a deep growl.
Tell the shipwright to accept Cotta's deal before he suffers another setback.
Tell me my business again and I'll sew your wolf into a pair of boots.
Not Selezia.
His hand lets go of the scruff of his companion's neck. Chuckle rises from his mates, which they fight to suppress.
There's better ways to scare him than threaten innocents.
Hey, Gossi, and whose side are you on? Your Casita or the wolf?
Coda aims a bewildered look at Adair.
No one threatens Cotta, you overstuffed boil.
Kalus's voyage would be a mercy compared to what I have planned for you. Coda flinches and turns to his crew. He studies each of their faces in turn.
This one's not worth it.
Coda whistles through his teeth. His crew abruptly lower their weapons and stand down.
Cotta is done with you.
Give me the money. Pirate tugs have been dealt with. They should no longer bother Zamar any longer. So he was at the docks. Convince Kata to leave you alone.
Best news I've heard since I arrived on this rock.
Samar lowers his hands. They shake like they don't know where they're going next. They go back up to his beard, this time less frenzied.
What of Captain Redora?
Samar pulls the end of his mustache taut.
Has she sobered up yet? Or do we need to shake her by her ankles?
She said that I should help myself to her commission. No. She was robbed. Blinking, Samara glances past you and swallows.
Someone's feeling bold to prey on a captain in Queen's birth. Matters being what they are, Redora's commission is yours.
Samara smooths down his mustache and dislodges a small puff of sawdust.
That'll be the Iron Thunderer. Cannon well deserved of her name.
Samara beams with pride.
Maybe she doesn't stand up to Rawatai standards, but she's got heart. For 1,000 pyres, she'll crack a hull, scour a sail, or splinter a deck like an imp with something to prove.
This is my reward for helping you?
1,000. Plenty less than I offered the seasoned captain.
One of Samara's bushy eyebrows rises over the other.
You seem to know the value of an honest day's work. Tear 500 off the cost.
Ooh. Let's do it.
You will? I mean, you will.
Snatches your hand and shakes it with 2 quick pumps.
Your vessel will spit fire like a worm with a belly full of fire kelp.
He snaps his finger at one of his attendants and points to your ship. You have gained an item, 4 Iron Thunderer. So got like 1.5 of them free. How good are they? 4 on the reload time. I get 5 health that way. I don't have enough though. Let's sell some extra equipment. And created to house all of the extra pets that can't be taken on adventures. Let's just get the money. Got enough supplies. Alright. Talk to Luca. No, we'll do that later. Southwestern Bridge, and behind the district's waterfall. That's probably where he is.
Have you heard about the commotion at the palace?
Of course. Something about luminous armor.
Someone's coming.
All I know is that they're all at each other's throats up there.
Against the backdrop of jeering youths, a woman raises her arms with an air of practiced drama. Before her, two men stand across from each other, mirroring scowls.
You both attest that you have made all possible efforts to come to a peaceful...
The woman trails off as you approach, and you find yourself the sudden target of the crowd's attention.
Who is this Nasenale? How many cousins do you have or so?
Laro chuckles. There he is.
Postenago. Does that look like any cousin of mine?
How should I know? Your kin lie with ears.
Damn. Orso glares at Laro, bites back whatever insult he held at the ready.
We have business. What do you want?
We're here to fetch Laro. Nara's looking for him. A few chuckles arise from the bystanders, and Laro's face flushes with embarrassment.
The family keeps you on a tight leash, son. Getting impaled on a Valera blade proves something.
What's your words of? You want the Juana to know we're dueling?
My back's so to the times. We should be free to settle matters on valiant terms.
Orso glances in your direction with annoyance.
Small wonder the old empire collapsed in civil strife if this is the Valian way.
And how do your colonies fare?
Orso narrows his eyes at a moth. I suppose you have a good reason for this duel.
This street thug called my family a warren of corrupt inbreds.
Oh.
But is there a dung heap in all the world that does not have a little Valera cousin scratching through it?
Laro opens his arms wide and smiles at the milling crowd.
That wolf he calls mother would have us live out our days polishing Bardaco City.
He spits at the ground between them. This have to be settled by death. Surely there are better alternatives.
Nothing less than the total disgrace of the Valeras would satisfy me.
Then you will die
Orso shakes his head and huffs. Anyone can kill. Fighting to first blood would be enough to prove who's the better man. The pair of duelists eye each other warily.
I was the one who suggested fisticuffs, but you were eager to cut me open.
To first blood, then. Shall we resume?
The duelists square off and tentatively circle each other. Stocky Orso moves with heavy strides while Laro takes precise measured steps. Onlookers gather and press the edges of the poorly defined arena. Their jeering lowers to expectant murmurs. The duelist seconds bring forth their weapons. Find a better vantage point. You shoulder your way into the thick of the crowd, but the press of bodies halts your progress. Take the opportunity to study each of the opponents. Orso walks the arena with lumbering strides. He misses his footing once and stumbles, causing Laro to grin and the crowd to mutter. watch quietly. Once the swords are delivered to their respective bearers, the seconds back away in melancholy silence. The duelists cross their swords and bow in salute. The tranquil moment ends with a burst of emotion. Despite their difference in size, the duelists seem evenly matched. Orso doesn't settle on a established form, but he keeps pace with Laro's aggressive strikes. Let's distract Orso with an insult. Your words fail to hit mark. Orso shakes his head and refocuses back on Laro. Orso and Laro trade fierce jabs, giving up any precedence of playing on the crowd. A hard downward thrust sends Laro's blade clattering to the ground. Orso hovers over Laro, the grin slowly taking form. He raises his blade and points it at his opponent's heart. This is supposed to be a fight to first blood, but mercy is the furthest thing on the minds from these combatants. Let's try and make him stop. Orso hovers a hand over Laro, a grin slowly taking form. He raises his blade and points it up at his opponent's heart. Orso's killing stab goes wildly askew, missing his opponent's heart, and instead carving a long slice along his cheek. Damn.
Not so pretty anymore, Posteran.
Orso wears an accomplished grin. Laro, let's go find your sister so she knows you're alive.
This does not end here, Valera dog.
Laro wipes away a line of blood and casts it on the ground.
Just make sure the other Bardatos learn.
Orso nods and signals for his attendant to depart. Damn.
The Queen is holding court today with the Valiant and Rowatans.
How long before they're killing each other?
Wager on it?
Where was she again? Over here? There she is. Oh no. Wrong one. What was it then? Confused.
A giant? One of the raccoons? No, much bigger. Such as the
in the market for decent footwear? You won't find any cat leather around in my shop. Some of us hold ourselves to a higher standard. Of course. Come take a look.
"20 stride and resolve." Oh, she was over here. Is her name again? Bagdato and Era. Alright. Oh, I know. Oh. You won't talk? Won't discuss the feud? Scribe's office.
In the Valera home.
Otello Valera's face is lined and wary. His coat is tidily buttoned. His posture faultless. Pretty sure I caught a member of your family dueling with a Dorado. He nods solemnly.
You will forgive me if I'm distracted. Trouble and scandal plague my household. You kept Laro and Orso from the beyond. We could use such a mediator. Martino has need of muscle and brains outside of the Valera house.
Leto frowns toward his son. Tell me about the job.
Let me take point on this one, father.
Ah! Martino pats Otello on the back, turns to you, a more severe, businesslike expression.
Some Royal Deadfire crews have lately taken to pirate hunting. One such crew has been boasting of their victories near the Wild Mare, singing their Rauatai songs and making our clients anxious. Hunting Principe dogs is our business. With all these problems with the Bardatos, now is not the time for competition from the Brass Citadel. It would be better if they took their business elsewhere.
When Otello isn't looking, Martino draws his thumb across his throat.
You could always start shooting the shit out of one another and leave good Deadfire fight be. Just a suggestion.
I'll do it, but I want the Valayan Trading Company to know that I was helpful.
Was that not implied? Of course, consider it done. Come back when the Rawatite dogs have been dispatched, dismissed, or dismembered.
Tino makes a pistol-firing gesture with his fingers and winks. Damn, it's cold-hearted, man. Just tell him to leave. So they're at the tavern. Muna's. Alright. Let's go have a quick chat with them. Maybe they're upstairs. I don't see any Amunas down here. Super position. Alright, I guess they're not up here. Weird. Let's read the journal again. Well, they're by the local tavern. That means I'm proving myself. Alright, so outside.
Mostly, in a way. I mean, I am a child of the Dawn Stars, even if firstly I'm a god.
That's good, I guess. For you.
Oh, maybe you don't want to talk about it. That's all right. Surely, some other time.
Ho ho.
I said it, or maybe I'm in need of a washing.
Shrimp. A sizable Amuna smiles and claps you on the shoulder hard. Defiance Bay. I don't remember this guy. Who are you again?
I was but a face in the crowd, but I remember the one who walked out of Hadron House alive.
Claps you on the shoulder again harder. And this time you recognize inebriation behind his enthusiasm.
He's had more than a few. Perhaps we should go before this ends in rambling professions of love.
He leans close to you, speaking low.
We haven't imbibed anything we can't regurgitate later.
Sailor shakes his gut at a loth and laughs.
Also something I'd like to avoid.
So, what brings you here?
Martino Valera wants you out of Queen's Berth.
Valera, one of the stuck-up pirate hunters. We move for no one.
His expression darkens and hands drop to his sides. Anything I can say to convince you to leave.
We'll leave when we're good and ready. Valera should get used to it.
I'll dump you in the canal if that's what it takes.
Here's consideration.
The sailor looks to his companions with a deadpan expression.
You'll be lucky if someone ever finds what's left of you down there.
He signals for the others to attack. Damn, Shrimp's pretty strong, eh? Let's take out that mage first. Cool. Strong attack on Shrimp there. Can't get all three. Let's do it right there. You're still doing the spell. Slashing blade of force that attacks them before leaping to additional targets. Yes. We do that. We attack, heal. Do a blind. Another pillar. Quick heal. Oh fuck, he's dead. Oh. Alright. You pull you back. pull back and heal. Dude right there. No. One more attack left. Let's do combusting wounds. Damn. So close. Oh. Oh, come on. Gotta get behind, get behind. There we go. Oh man, this is gonna be super close. Damn.
Hey, I wanted to ask you something. It's about Shodi.
What did you want to ask?
She means well. I can see that. And she's spirited. If I was still young, and know the things I know, it'd be different.
Hey, how's it going, Travis?
But anybody got that much faith in any god, let alone Aethys? I don't know how to talk to someone like that. Not these days. I get why she's like that. I was there once, a long time back.
His eyelids flare with a relieved embarrassment.
But it's because of that I can't see a way to respect it. I'm no good at hiding it from her either. I don't see this getting better.
There's more to her than you're giving her credit for.
Doesn't seem like she's any different than what she shows.
If that's the case, you're just gonna have to pretend to like her.
Never been much of a liar. Folks tend to see through.
If she can't deal with the truth, that's her problem, not yours.
Alright, I'm not gonna hide it. Won't be pretty though.
Ooh. 8 ranged accuracy, plus 1 penetration. Damn. Good stuff all around. Alright, let's go back to Valera Estate. Find out what's going on in this little feud. Martino. Isn't that him? Yeah.
Trouble sleeping, watcher? Me, I sleep like an infant.
Very strange. Let's wait for a little bit, see what happens.
I no longer hear the perverted anthems of Rawatai echoing across Queen's Birth.
Martino nods with cautious approval. The Royal Deadfire Company sailors are gone.
A shame that sailors cannot stop themselves from throwing the first punch.
He uncourteously tosses you a sack of coins, his interest already elsewhere.
Stick with me and you'll be on the winning side when the dust settles.
He favors you with a grin. You're not helping the Republics by pecking at allies.
Merla, you and my father are too alike. Go on. I'm still waiting on word for the next job. You have a few days to decide where your loyalties lie.
Got Valera sails as well as 1,000 gold. That's pretty good. Well, let's see what the other family has to say. I'm sure they'll have a little initiation for me as well. So there's Valera. There's Burrito. She's in the study. Stairs.
Lady Izali Bardato. Custom dictates, I say, at your service. I have not the time for such lies.
She regards you with cool expression but stands with a fighter's poise.
You saw my son dueling with the Valera boy. At least he survives to learn from his mistakes.
Yeah, no thanks to us.
Those who aid my blood profit by it.
She produces a purse from her desk drawer and tosses it in my direction. You got 1,000 copper. Nice.
When Valera and Bardato cross each other, only blood and sorrow remain.
She sighs, her gaze turning away. I can always kill a few Valeras for you.
An amusing way to make introductions. For now, we leave it at that.
A slow smile spreads across her face.
Word has spread fast about the little spectacle of the dogs. You've certainly caught everyone's attention.
Yeah.
Perhaps the Watcher of Kagnua and House Bardato can help one another.
Good night. I had other questions.
Ask, but do not waste my day with trivialities.
Notice something unusual. Your attention is drawn to Azale's desk. Among the assorted ledgers and documents sits a brass seal, still dripping with heated wax. The drippings have dried into an almond-shaped pattern which resembles the shape of an eye fingered with a bird's feathers. Nictating membrane flicks across the surface in a barely perceptible wink.
Are you still with me?
She breaks your focus by waving her hand in front of your face. She glances between you and her tidy desk, frowning. Your desk, the eye. She glances back at her desk again, this time with impatience.
I'd venture that you're working too hard.
You mentioned you have a job.
Queen's Beth whispers of a Valera plot against my family. Something grander than pointless duels. You are a newcomer to the Deadfire, uniquely positioned to loosen Valera tongues.
She taps her chin and regards you thoughtfully.
Zeri Valera strums a lute by the watchtowers, a meek-tempered boy, fonder of sun and drink than the family business. He might spill something of his family's affairs.
Put in a good word with the trading company and it's a deal.
I'll have it taken care of at once.
She dips a quill and makes a quick mark in one of her documents.
May it open doors for you. Try not to alert the Valeras of our knowledge. That is the point of involving an outside agent.
She turns her attention to her desk. Why are you guys feuding?
Because we do not belong in the same business. The Valeras are opportunists reaping the rewards of happenstance. They're little better than the pirates they're charged with slaying.
Very self-deception, mayhaps.
Well, let's save that quest for tomorrow. It's a good way to take a little pause there. Little feud between families. Hope you all enjoyed. And I hope to catch you tomorrow for some Holdfast. It'll be another public line battle, so that should be pretty fun. So, hope to see you around 11 tomorrow. Have a great night.